So before jumping into the adding and closing this, adding and incrementing and decrementing the quantity, let's fix this go back option. So let's go to the top and we need to bring that navigation object. So const navigation equals to use navigation hook. So whenever I'm tapping this particular option, so on press, I'm going to call a callback function. I'm going to say navigation dot go back option. Say this changes. All right, so now if I tap this, that will take me back to the previous screen which I've been loaded. So now it's loading and it's loading all these things. So let's jump into update this cart item quantity. So for that, what I'm going to do is, this is the place where we are adding that. So here I'm just going to say on press, I'm going to call a callback function and I'm going to say handle quantity qty, and I'm going to call a function with -1. I'm setting the value as -1. Whenever I'm clicking the minus option, that needs to call with the value with the -1. And whenever I'm clicking this this touchable opacity, and that should send the negative positive value. All right, so let's go ahead and create that function right after this use effect. Const handle quantity. I'm going to take the action, whatever the action which is coming along with that increment or decrement, whatever it is. To monitor that, I'm going to bring the state. So let's bring a state over here. Let's give it as use state snippet qty and set quantity. By default, it's going to be 1. So we need to make sure that the quantity should not be reduced less than 1. Right, so let's go ahead and handle that. So here I'm getting that handle quantity function. Whenever I'm clicking whether it is a negative or a positive, I will get the quantity count over here. So I need to get the new quantity. So let's say const new quantity, which equals to the quantity plus the action. Then we need to update this new quantity for our state. So state quantity, if the new quantity value, if it is greater than or equals to 1, then we need to set the value to the new quantity. Whatever the new quantity it is, we need to set that value to it, or else we need to set the value to 1. So if it is less than 1 or equals to 1, so of course it will be directly set the new quantity. If it is going less than 1, then it will set the value as 1. It will not allow the user to go beyond the value, not less than the value 1. So let's refresh it so far, and if I click this, the state is getting updated. And if I click this, once it reaches the 1, even if you're clicking it, it will not allow you to set the value to less than 1. All right, so that's looking good, right? Good. So now this is successfully done. So the next part, what we need to do is, when I click this, we need to add this to cart icon, and we need to bring that bottom tab navigations also. So we haven't initiated that bottom tab navigations. That's the options that we need to do now. All right, so let's go ahead and fix the bottom tab navigations. Then we can move on to the cart screen options.